Hey guys, what's up? I'm taking you with me to the makeup show pop-up show. I am about to restock my kit with some things that have expired and I really need because I'm gonna start doing makeup more frequently on other people. Hey, I love New York. So yeah, let's go. Heading out, guys. Spent way too much as usual. I will show you in a bit. I have my little bag here, and guys, I was really good, okay? So the pop-up show happens around the holidays, and it's a lot smaller than the regular makeup show. And if you guys don't know about it, I'll leave a link down below. So if you're like a makeup artist and you're looking for a spot where you can shop so many different brands on like really good discount and have access to really good education and networking and all that, they have shows all around the country. They confirmed the one for New York, so I'll put the link down below. But this was my first time at the pop-up, and like I said, if I didn't say it already, it's a lot smaller than the regular makeup show, but it was still a good opportunity for me to get some things that I needed from my makeup kit. First stop is Alcone, and one of the things that I need is to build up my complexion situation. So I had to clear out the foundations that I had to clear out the concealers because they were already expired, so I need to re-up on all that. So I needed some really good basics, and the first thing that I got is this Dermacolor concealer palette, and these are really good because they're really high coverage. And I remember that back in the day I had one for myself that I used to death. So this is really good, especially for like blemishes because it is a thicker texture. And it has color correctors down here. So this one's gonna be great for medium to dark skin tones. So that's usually what I work with. So that's gonna be great. And then I got this foundation palette, which, I mean, if you're doing research on building your own makeup kit, you're gonna see people recommend this left and right as something that even when they have like the best foundations, they still carry this just in case. And it is good enough, or the texture is, or the pigmentation is rich enough that it's like a full coverage foundation that you can dilute, and it can work as concealer or foundation, which afterwards I was like, oh my gosh, why did I buy this? Because this works as concealer as well, but this has more color correctors. So anyways, the palette that you'll see recommended time and time again is the RCMA Vincent Kehoe foundation palette. So RCMA foundation concealer palette in VK11. So that's the one that's recommended the most. And this one is really good if you work with like a lot of yellow and olive skin tones. Let me open this baby up so you guys can see. It has a huge mirror, but you can see it has like a whole bunch of different colors in there, from like really light to medium to dark ones that I can use for contouring. So it's a really good beginner's palette. Next up is Girl On. Okay, I was not planning on purchasing anything from this brand, but the deal that they had was out of this world. Yeah, this, when I tell you guys, you're gonna be like shooketh, okay? So I ended up getting this primer. It's the Leor Radiance Concentrate with pure gold makeup base, okay? And this is their primer that has the gold flecks in it. Kim Kardashian uses this, so you know, a lot of people were buying it because she uses it as part of her makeup routine. And oh my god, how gorgeous is that? Okay, it's just so pretty just for your vanity. So I love that. And I tried it on at the show, and I really did notice a difference where my skin felt a lot smoother. It did look radiant, and it felt really nice to the touch, and it had like the slightest bit of tackiness, which is like really great for grabbing foundation. But Nothing where you're like, oh my God, like what's on my face? But just like the slightest hint where if you time it perfectly and you put your foundation on right when it's still a little bit tacky, where is your foundation going? Nowhere. So guys, regular price, this is $74. I paid $48. Okay, with tax and everything, $48. They had 40% off, so I was like sold, okay? Like for myself, for my kit, it's like one of those things where it's like people are impressed by it, like a product like this. And it feels really nice and it does the trick, it's not just looks. So then I got yet another Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. This one is in Rose Gold Retro and it's so pretty. And if you guys watched my what's in my makeup bag video from my, I don't know if you guys can see the color, my latest trip to Austin, I showed you what is in my, you know, what I always carry with me just in general, not just for my trip, and it was kind of like a current favorite situation. So in that video I showed like one of these old Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes that has one of my all-time favorite lid colors, which is I think pink champagne, and this liquid eyeshadow is like that, and like it's metallic glittering glory. So if you love that eyeshadow, definitely check that out because it's gorgeous. And then I ended up getting the Melt Cosmetics Haze Stack eyeshadow stack, and oh, these metallics, I don't know guys, I'm like, I love it, but I might save it to do like a giveaway on Instagram or something. But look at these eyeshadows, look at that silver. Okay, I'm not gonna swatch it in case I decide to give it away. I might put it in my kit, I'm not sure. Look at that gold, okay? This might remind you of Trophy Wife, but Trophy Wife I think has a little more green to it. It's a different tone, but yes, definitely as dramatic. And then beautiful copper color. Who doesn't love that? I mean, I do. I love copper. And look at this gorgeous red, also like beautiful metallic. So gorgeous metallic stack, but I'm like torn whether or not I should put it in my kit or do a giveaway with it. We are already at my last stop, which was actually my first stop when I went to the show, and it is Smith brushes. Now, you guys, if you're on the gram, you probably already heard of them, but as someone who has an enormous collection of face brushes, eye brushes, just makeup brushes in general, it's hard to get me to buy new ones. Like, they really have to be unique at this point for me to spend. And when I found out about these brushes, I've been wanting them forever, but I really wanted to see them in person, and I finally got a chance to do it at the pop-up show, and I bought 5 of them, which I really feel are like my top 5 essentials. So for me, like personally, my favorite kind of eyeliner brush is like a thin liner brush like this, as opposed to an angled one. And this one is super tiny and thin. It's the Smith 202, and like you guys probably can't even see how thin it is, but that is what I like for winged liner. So I got that one because it's like even like shorter than the MAC one and more pointed than the MAC one that I usually use. And then they have this angle brush, which is the 203. And it's just so perfect because it's a lot shorter than your typical angle brush. So it's gonna be like so great for really precise eyeliner, or if you're the kind of person that likes to use like the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade or any type of like gel liner to fill in your brows. This is so thin and so short that you're really gonna be able to draw in hairs, like literal hairs. It's so good. Then for packing on eyeshadow, I love this brush because it tapers to a point, so it's almost like triangular up top, right? And this one is the smaller one. They have a large version. This is the 253, but again, since most people that I work with have smaller eyes, I went with this brush. And it's just, I mean, I can just tell by the way it's cut that, or the brushes are placed, because you know, if they hand make these brushes, I don't want to offend them and say that they're cut, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I can just tell that it's gonna grab the eyeshadow really well, and then it's gonna allow you to really get into that inner corner without getting it everywhere, because it's cut into this triangular shape. And then you can use it on its side because it has enough thickness where you can just go right under the eye for your like darker outer corner color if you want to bring it down. It's just great. So you can use this brush for multiple colors and multiple placements. It's really, really nicely shaped for that. So again, that's the 253. And then I love my MAC 217 brush. So I picked up what I consider to be their version. And this is the Smith 247. Again, like nice flat tapered brush. Really great for your crease work, like cutting the crease and like blending, turning it on its side and blending. And the handles feel so nice. So yeah, I got that one because I can never have too many brushes like that. And then the one that I got, this is from their new collection. I actually wanted the one that was shorter than this because it's just like the MAC 109 brush, except it's actually made for you to use with creams. So I need to like order it because I love it that much. But the one that they ended up giving me is the 133, which is a little bit longer. The bristles are a little bit longer, so it's like really good for your powders and your blush, but it feels like a baby's butt. It's like, I don't know, is that like weird? It just feels really, really soft. Okay, it's like so luxurious. Maybe I will keep it, you know, it's a happy accident. Now I have to get another brush. So this is the 133, so it's a little bit longer, but there's a shorter one, like I said, that is like the MAC 109. And if you've been on YouTube for a hot minute, you already know that that was the brush that everybody was obsessed with back in the day for foundation, except it shed everywhere because it wasn't made for that. So anyways guys, that is my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.